Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, and welcome to Tennis Ace. On the last episode, we had a wrist injury, and we're fighting a match, and we're getting into it, and yada yada. So, let's see the... God damn, let's turn that the fuck down. Christ. Also, my dog has been acting up a little today, so if he starts making noise, just ignore him. That is what I have been told to do, so we will do that. The fuck you doing? Fuck you doing? Yeah, that's right, you ain't doing shit. Saturday finally comes, and at a moment too soon, I'm left standing by myself in front of the train station. Despite still being in spring, the hot, humid air is more reminiscent of summer. Every fucking game complains about the heat. I stand at a small patch of shade, desperately fanning myself with my own hand to avoid dying of heat stroke. So far, I haven't been very successful. I've died several times. Shoichi made the last-minute decision that we should all go out this weekend to spend some quality time with friends. Of course, this time, we made sure to check if Saya would be available to go out this weekend. It was tough for her, but she managed to make some adjustments to her schedule to have afternoon shift covered today. Alright! Which brings me to where I am now. Where the hell is everyone? My phone's clock tells me it's already 9:40. They were supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. I think I'm starting to have deja vu. Rutherford-san! Yep, definitely a deja vu. Jun's voice echoes from amidst the crowd, making me turn my head sideways and search for him. Hey, my eyes finally find him walking towards me. Kei-kun also seems to be walking right behind me. It is too loud in my ear. Shh, don't scream out in the middle of the street, you idiot! Realization dawns on him. The tiger then covers his mouth with both of his hands. Many of the passers-by are now staring at the two of them in curiosity. Sorry. Kei-kun starts bowing frantically to every person that happens to sneak a glance. Meanwhile, Jun starts fidgeting around where he stands. From the look on his face, I'd say he realized how many people are actually around here at the time. Now my arm is the one having deja vu. Why are you two causing a commotion first thing in the morning? It takes me a while to make my way around the people who have somewhat stopped moving to look at the two morons who just caused a scene. It's not like this was my idea, he just screamed out all of a sudden. Jun is fidgeting in place, his eyes glued to the floor in embarrassment. Try giving him an encouraging pat on the back. Don't worry about it so much. Try not to stand out that much next time. My words seem to have the opposite effect. Oh well, nothing I can do about that. By the way, Kei-kun, have you noticed Shoichi? Have you seen Shoichi yet? If I had, don't you think he'd be with us already? Good point. Well, it was worth a shot anyway. Can we go someplace less crowded? I see Jun shaking as he tries to reach for my arm, which I quickly move away from his grasp. No, sorry, I love my arm way too much to let you do that again. Jeez, I can understand not liking crowds. I myself feel claustrophobic in them, but this is too much. Rutherford-san, please get him somewhere more quiet before he has a mental breakdown. I'll wait for Urata here. Alright then, thanks Kei-kun. Come on, Jun, let's go to that sweet shop we visited last time. Not even capable of forming complete sentences anymore. Got it. I have anxiety too, man. I fucking feel ya. As we go inside, the sweet smell of cinnamon pleasantly tickles my nose. Well, I don't remember smelling anything like that last time. Welcome to, Rutherford-kun. Who's this? Oh, hey! Standing behind the counter is the class rep, who flashes us a radiant smile as we come closer. Jesus, that is higher praise than necessary. Go on. Also, hello everyone in the chat. Now that we do these things live, and these are the episodes, I've tried to stay a little more focused. But I do see the chat. It's right next to me. I can see it right in front of me here, so you can also see it here. Hello. Yeah. Boom. Class rep? What are you doing here? Ahaha, oh my, that's true. You don't know about it. My family actually owns this store, so I help her out part-time. She finally notices Jun standing next to me, clinging to my shirt and quaking from his fear of the crowds. Oh dear, what happened to poor Jun-kun? Crowds. Despite my incredibly short explanation, she gives me a knowing smile, grabbing a bonbon from behind the counter and walking over to us. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get down from there. Get down, you schmuck. Jun-kun, would you like it sweet? It's on the house. Her warm smile and the smell of the chocolate snapped Jun out of his trance. I thought it was something called a chocolate snap for some reason. He looks her up and down and shyly takes the bonbon from her hand. Let loose my hair a little bit. Oh. There we go. I look a little less like Fat Jesus. Aw, y'all look great. Thank you. She puts a hand on her cheek, giggling cheerfully. He's so cute, isn't he? Jun finally lets go of my shirt, carefully unwrapping the small truffle in his hand, popping it in his mouth. So, rep. Oh no, need to call me that when we're out of school. Just call me Ayachan. Ayako-san, we actually came by last week and we didn't see you. I usually work here after class on weekdays and in the morning on Saturdays. Could be that you just came around on Sunday? I usually have that day off. Wow, Jaro, Jesus, tits. Yeah, that was it. Still, your family owns the shop, huh? Wow, must be pretty good money having a business right in the main street. Oh yes, we're rich as fuck. Also, we have some of the best sweets in town, if I do say so myself. I'm actually trained to inherit the shop from my grandfather. You don't have to train to inherit anything, you just sort of have it fall in your lap. I try imagining the class rep as a business owner. Somehow her lax personality doesn't seem to fit with the ruthless image of a business owner I have in my mind. Oh, what kind of sweets do you sell here anyway? Last time we came around, we only saw traditional Japanese sweets. Ah, yes, we mainly sell those, but we also have some Western sweets, too. Nowadays, you have to market to every crowd you can, and if I'm being honest, I happen to prefer the Western sweets anyway. By the way, Jun-kun, the one you just ate is one of our new confections. It's a sweet milk cinnamon dough filled with dulce de leche and covered in chocolate. We started selling it just last week and have been selling out of it every day. Wow, it sounds like this has become pretty popular. How much does it cost? Let me pay for Jun's... Oh, don't be silly, that's on the house. I'm just glad to be able to help. But if you'd like to buy some sweets for yourself, I actually have a display with some samples you can try. I glance at Jun, who's entranced watching a rotating display of mini cakes and hasn't even registered our conversation going on around him. I much prefer him like this, so I think I'd rather stay indoors for now. And now my dog is just running back and forth. I remember when we did this shit in gym. I hated it, because I was like, if I'm running somewhere, I might as well be going somewhere, not back and fucking forth, but, you know, he has no problem with that concept. We got him neutered, and he didn't change a goddamn bit. Sure, why not? I hear the door opening as I'm walking around the shop, sampling a few sweets. There you two are. Seriously, at least answer your phone. I turn around to see Shoichi and Kei-kun standing at the door. Oh, hello, Shokun, Kei-chan?
Kei-chan?
Yaka-chan, I didn't know you were working part-time, too. Well, sort of. My family owns this store, you see, so I help around when I can. Would you guys like to try some samples, too?
The fitness gram pacer test.
Oh, man. She smiles so warmly that it's hard not to feel at ease in her presence. I completely take back what I said. She has a natural gift as a saleswoman. Shoichi and Kei-kun look at each other for a few seconds as if pondering what to do, before finally shrugging and walking over to the display. I've already decided what I'm gonna get. Ayako-san, could you give me 2 of each of the sweets I've tried? Oh my, that's a lot. You sure about this, Rutherford-kun? Beyond me to try to decide what you can and can't do, but I'd imagine all that sugar wouldn't be good for an athlete. Ha 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 ha, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna eat it all of them myself. I'm taking some of my brother and mother too. Oh, I see. What a good son and brother you are. All right, would you like me to pack them inside a paper bag or a sweets box? The box costs extra, but it makes for a great gift. How about you pack these 4 in a bag and the rest in the box? That way I can eat mine without unpacking the box. Ah, yes, good choice. Just a second. She comes back in less than a minute with my order neatly packed in a brown paper bag and a box filled with sweets in the other hand. Here you go. That'll be 2,000 yen. This is only 20 bucks. 20 bucks on sweets, though. That is a lot. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. Aw, don't bring it. You're so nice to me. You're so goddamn nice to me. Jesus, fuck. Okay, just a sec. I look back and see June still walking up and down the shop, looking at all the sweets inside. Good thing we're the only ones here, otherwise I can imagine how disturbing this would be for the other patrons. June, is there something you want? I'll buy it for you. Oh, really? That was not his voice. Really? I nod and his whole face just lights up. Like lights.
Rutherford, how come you can't make me the same offer? You have money to buy your own sweets, so stop being a mooch.
Shut up. Do you two just go looking for a reason to squabble, or does it just come naturally to you? Yeah, you guys have been really nice to me today. What the fuck? Aww. Oh my god. I can't read. You guys are being crazy. Well, I'm glad to see you're all just as energetic outside of school as you are inside of it. I'm not. You're the one who has to deal with them all day. Sure. Oh my, you two are more compatible than I thought. The two of them look at each other at the same time before they both look away in a huff. A huff. Why are you making it worse? I'm sorry, it just gets really dull around here sometimes. June sheepishly walks up to the counter. Rutherford-san, can I have one of each of these? I want to bring some for my parents, too. June points to 5 different sweets, 3 bonbons, and 2 mini shortcakes. Is that really all you're taking? For you and your parents? He nods slowly. From the way that he stares longingly at them, I can already imagine he's embarrassed for asking for more. Buy what he asked or buy more? Buy more, I would say. Is that I think we all can all agree with that one. I'm not gonna even bother. I'm gonna say buy more. Bam. Ayako-san, can you give me 3 of each of these inside a box? What? For a half second, she looks stunned. Then she giggles, looking very pleased. That's so sweet of you. You're such a good friend. All right, I'll be right back. But Rutherford-san, that's too much. No, it's not. Don't worry about it. I'm not anywhere close to being over my budget anyway, so I won't hear no for an answer. But the class rep soon comes back with a tall box wrapped in some very pretty gift paper and hands it to me. She also leans in close to my ear and whispers something. I'm gonna give you a 50% discount on this, just pretend it's full price. I nod along. That'll be 2,345 yen, plus your own box. Okay. I fish inside of my wallet for the 5,000 yen bill and hand it to her. Thank you so much for your patronage. What about you, boys? Have you decided on anything? The two make their orders, and I hand June sweets to him inside a plastic bag. A plastic bag! Here, enjoy. Thank you, Rutherford-san. Instead of taking the bag that I'm holding in my hand, he suddenly gives me a tight hug. No. Despite being caught by surprise, I don't pull away, instead giving him a few pats on the back as he buries his face in my chest. Oh my. I look back to see the class rep covering her mouth with her hands, her face red. Shuichi and Keisuke are standing next to each other, grinning. Oh boy. Ah boy, here it comes. Alright, you two, maybe do that inside a store in front of the main street. People are looking at you through the window. I look out and see that. In fact, many people are passing by and staring at us as they do so. What is this, a fucking town of rubberneckers? Just looking over there, looking over here, looking over there, looking over here. Just fucking, nobody's got shit going on in their life. They just gotta look at everything. God, I'm getting oh my, hey, yeah, damn you, Emron. Holy shit, it has been a minute. Oh, yeah. People bust nuts on scary shit to get used to. I do plan on doing Jun's route first. I don't think I've made that announcement officially, but I am gonna say that that's where I'm gonna go first. I'm probably gonna go Jun, then Shuichi, and then Keisuke. I quickly jump away from Jun, nearly knocking him down as if when I do so. Sorry, here's your sweets. He doesn't even look me in the eyes when he takes the bag from my hands. Hayek-san giggles. Damn it, my face feels so hot right now. So hot. Once we finish shopping around, we exit the store back out to the busy main street. We barely even left it, and Jun already starts freaking out. Can't we please go somewhere else? No, I don't like being out in the street. You know, you're gonna have to get used to this sooner or later. The school trip is less than a month away, and we've never gone anywhere that wasn't at least twice the size of Saitama. At the mention of the school trip, Jun whines pitifully, making me roll my eyes in frustration. Cause you know, anxiety is such a fucking thing. You just gotta get over that shit, isn't it? It's just how it works, right? It's just what the world wants. That's true. We have a school trip in May. Huh. I need to talk to my father about it. Has the school already revealed where your class is going to? Yeah, they did yesterday. It's Paris. Paris? Jesus. Choichi whistles in admiration. I can't whistle. What made me start my channel? Literally, it was my brother and his friends made a couple of funny videos, and I was like, I want to do that! And then I started doing that, and then YouTube started, and I started making my first channels around 2006, and then this channel was made in 2007. Yeah. Maybe it takes the third year somewhere interesting this year too. Last year we went to the Chiba Prefecture. Didn't we go to Hong Kong when we were first years? Oh yeah. Say I got food poisoning from some questionable dumplings and spent the rest of the trip in bed. What the fuck is he doing? He's just fucking around, I swear to God. Alright, don't eat any foods that haven't been prepared by a reputable restaurant. I'll keep that in mind. I think it's less to do with the restaurant's reputation and more to do with, oh my god, chef. Aw, chef, thank you so much. Money's been super fucking low lately, so that really goddamn helps. Holy shit. I don't have the thing anymore. I had to get rid of the thing that, hey, and we even see the, oh god, I didn't change that, did I? It's still Stephanie McMahon bending over, good lord. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to say, hello, Stephanie. I don't have the thing anymore to do a thing. I guess we'll just keep going, but thank you, chef. Thank you a lot. Thank you very, very much. Oh, man. I think it's less to do with the restaurant's reputation and more to do with us. Japanese people are have pretty fragile stomachs. It doesn't take much to make us sick. Over 80% of Japan's population is lactose intolerant. You can't really expect much from our stomachs. Wow. If that's true, goddamn. What am I supposed to do then? Not eat? Oh, you're giving me 666. You're giving me the number of the devil. Oh my god. Well, thank you again, chef. God damn. God damn. What am I supposed to do then? Not eat? Stick to the food your hotel staff prepares, I'd say. What is even the point of visiting a foreign country then? The point is actually going around instead of staying stuck to your bed with indigestion. I will accept your love, Doombringer. I appreciate it very, very much. Very much. Okay, you win this time. I feel someone grabbing onto my arm. When I look back, I see JUN is on the edge of a breakdown, clinging desperately to me. Oh no, not this again. He starts squeezing my arm again. I can already feel the blood flow being cut off. Okay, let's move it, people. I don't want to lose my arm. Holy shit. Oh, we got a subscriber, Ali Ahmed. Hey, that fucking... I haven't streamed for so long with the notifications on, so that surprise, this is like new again. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Shoichi pulls out his phone. It's still a bit early. Saya asked us to come to the diner for lunch so she could join us after her shift ends. But it's still way too early for lunch. Where should we go? There's a library nearby. What about we go there? Really? A library on our day off? We should go someplace where we can relax. How about we go to a tea parlor? There's a good one a couple of streets away. Ew, no. I don't even like tea. You don't have to drink the tea. You can just have some snacks. Lunch is in less than 2 hours. We shouldn't be stuffing ourselves with food. We can show up a bit later. They serve lunch until 2 p.m. anyway. There'd be no point in going in early because we'd have to wait around anyway. Anywhere's fine. He squeezes harder. Crap, my arm is tingling. Ow, 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 ow. Just pick someplace already. I don't care where. Why don't we have Rutherford Son's shoes then? It'd be easier than arguing about it. Sounds like a good idea. What do you think? I choose either the library or the tea shop. Which one shall we do? I mean, I'm fine with going to the library personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, in the chat. But, I think the tea shop would be a little weird if we're going right before lunch. I think that would be a bit of a waste. And especially since we're going... I don't think any of the choices right now really matter. But we gotta vote for the library. La Biblioteca. After this series, Tennis Ace, what game will you play? I've been meaning to go back and see what's more of Blackgate, but I don't know. I'd probably just look at the request list and see what's next on there. And everyone's voting for the library, so there we shall go. No offense, but I'm not a huge fan of tea either. I'd rather go to the library. Aw, but it's our day off. They have fiction too, you know. Yeah, but it's our day off. I thought you liked books. I was gonna do something exciting for my friend. I was hoping to do something more exciting with my friends. Oh, friends, okay. Man, seriously, pause when you talk. I can barely understand what you're saying. Hi, kitty cat. Shoichi groans. Since I know where the library is, I just turn around and start walking that way. Holy shit. Apparently, Bri earned $10. That's pretty cool. When I look behind my back to see if Shoichi is following, I see that Keikun has grabbed his arm and is dragging him along by his hand. After a brief walk to the nearby library, I say brief, but 10 minutes of June grabbing desperately at my arm among a crowd underneath the sweltering heat made me feel like I was in my own personal hell. We finally found it. While it's not a huge building by any means, it's also not something to scoff at. Walking through the doors, I can feel a puff of cold air coming from the air-conditioned interior, which I have to say feels damn good against my fur. Morinatsu, I won't be going back to the original one, but whenever Morinatsu revisited, I think it's Homecoming, whenever that comes out, I'll be looking at that. So I will be doing that. And thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm still going to be doing extracurricular activities. Don't you worry about that, noisy boy. I'm going to be doing that shit until it's done. I'm on that train. And there's going to be a million fucking episodes of that shit, but it's going to be there. Even June instinctively lets go of my arm as the cold air seems to help him relax a bit. Actually looking to the side, everyone's expression seems to have softened up immediately upon entry. I guess I wasn't the only one suffering under the heat. This feels pretty good, actually. Do you know Naoki Copper? I think I've seen, like, them on my similar channels thing, but I haven't checked out their channel, no. Why are they do they do similar stuff to me, or is this just a random recommendation of yours, noisy boy?
Either way, I'd be interested to hear. See, I told you the library was a good idea.
Oh, sure, that's why you wanted to come to the library, because of their air conditioning.
Hey, that's a hell of a lot better than wanting to get tea. As if it weren't hot enough already, you wanted us to get hot drinks.
Cold tea is a thing that exists, you know. And by any chance, were you gonna get it? No.
See?
As I prepare myself to slap some sense into the two of them, seriously, who argues inside a library, my work is suddenly turned moot with the arrival of a librarian. A portly, graying otter with a pair of old-fashioned specs dangling from his neck by a cord and an unfriendly look on his face. Would you two keep it down? This is your library! Oh, that's pretty cool, Chef. That's pretty cool. Like, it's primarily Spanish, or is that just like a random fact?
Sorry.
After chewing them out for a couple of minutes, the grumpy librarian gets back to his post, leaving the two embarrassed idiots standing around looking at their feet. Are you guys trying to set a new record or something? Nearly getting kicked out in over half a second after walking in?
Shut up, shut it!
Do they get so defensive that they forget to control their voices, prompting an otter librarian to peek his head out from behind the stack of books, glaring daggers at the two.
Sorry.
I try my best to stifle my laughter, managing to keep it down to a strangled chuckle. Shuichi gives me the evil eye, obviously angry. You were trying to get us in trouble, weren't you? Look, Shuichi, I won't lie to you. I won't answer you either. Hey, comic books! Just like that, I sprint away from the two, leaving an angry-looking Shuichi behind. Cool. It's good that we have someone that's doing this for the Spanish audience. I don't know Spanish, so I probably won't be checking out her videos then, but that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. It's only after I look back as I flee that I realize June wasn't with us anymore. Did he go somewhere and we didn't notice? Admittedly, I was having way too much fun watching Kei-kun and Shuichi getting yelled at that I didn't even pay attention. Oh, the irony of a librarian yelling at people for making too much noise is just hysterical. Wait, is that? Yep, right in front of the comic book section, flipping through a couple of the pages of a random book, is June. I try waving to him as I approach, but it is abundantly clear that he's lost complete sight of his surroundings. I stop right next to him. So close, in fact, that I can actually feel the heat coming off of his body. Well, yeah, because he's wearing a sweater in the summer. And yet, he doesn't even blink at my presence. How spaced out do you have to be to do that? I place a hand on his shoulder. June immediately jumps away, letting out a blood-curdling scream that I'm sure that even astronauts could hear. His fur is completely bristled up and his tail is lashing like mad. His eyes are mere slits as he stares at me with a frightened look. Jesus Christ, are you trying to jumpstart my heart? No time for that. Let's hide before the angry librarian comes to strangle the living daylights out of you. What, is that even a thing? I grab June's wrist and drag him to a nearby nook, pressing him against the wall. It's a bit cramped in here, but I can feel I can feel my whole body pressing against his torso. But I try my best to ignore it. Shh, be quiet. Jude swallows and nods, looking away. Just in time, too. From the corner of my eye, I can see the otter walking up to the section we were just in. Good thing I can see him from between the spaces of the bookshelves. The spot we're in is fairly dark, but I don't want to count on that to stay hidden. So as soon as he looks our way, I press even tighter against the wall. Which of course also means pressing even tighter against June. Oh, this is a long comment. No, but she has some games like More Not to Black 8, Extracurricular and Amorous, Lagoon Lounge 1, 2, 3, Tennis Ace, and more. She just started recently Tennis Ace, but your gameplay is best. Oh, thank you! Well, I'm sure someone who only speaks Spanish would not agree. Rutherford-san! He's looking our way. While I can tell he's monumentally pissed, the otter must have a ton of work to do because he quickly abandons his search, letting me breathe easy. As I sigh in relief and look down, I finally notice June's eyes are glued to my face, his cheeks red through his orange fur. Is he gone? Yeah. Damn it, why am I getting embarrassed all of a sudden? Hayseed Night. I've never heard of it. A game in development. Is it a visual novel? I don't know. Do I prefer PS4, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch? Between PS4 and Xbox, I got a PS4 personally, but I love Nintendo, and I really can't wait until Smash Bros. Ultimate, but really that's the only game I would get on the Switch because ever since I pretty much mainly just do visual novels now, I haven't really gotten the itch to play, like, because Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild are amazing, like, experiences to, it seems that way, but I just don't feel like playing them, like, it's weird. So Hayseed Night is a visual novel. Alright, send me a link on Twitter if you can, and I'll take a look into it. I push myself away from him, breaking up the contact between our bodies. At the last second, I catch myself thinking of how soft he is, but I quickly banish that thought from my head. I try to think of something to say, but my brain has suddenly gone completely blank. I also can't help thinking that their expression is too cute. And now Bree's home. Hey, Bree. Welcome back. How'd it go?
Went great.
Ah, glad to hear it.
What happened to the blankets?
I brought them. Wait, what?
There's blankets outside.
Yeah, I washed them, I dried them, I brought them out here, I put them in that corner. He immediately pissed all over them.
Yep, they gotta go.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, noisy boy. Noisy boy. People saying welcome home. When Jaro said hi, mom.
Hi! I'm a mama now.
You've had a puppy for 9 months.
My furry boy. My furry son. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, I support your decisions. You see,
Oh,
I am. I just said people are said welcome home. What the fuck did you think?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But I earned $10.
You didn't blow someone, did you?
No.
Okay, then I don't give a fuck. No, I care. I'm not. I just meant that I. I just meant that I'm not like gonna worry about it.
I got you.
God, what am I thinking? That's just ridiculous. No, I'm just thinking that because JUN is our group's mascot. Surely that has to be it. Mascots need to be cute, after all. Ahem. The sudden noise so close by us, close by makes us both jump. Although I instinctively covered JUN's mouth. Good thing too, because that means my hand managed to muffle his scream. The hell are you two doing in public? I was so focused on watching the librarian that I didn't even notice these two walking up to us. What? No, it's not what you think.
I'm not exactly sure what I think it is. All I know is that it doesn't look appropriate for minors.
But no, that's not what happened.
Senpai, I don't really care if you swing that way, but this sort of thing is just inappropriate in a public place.
I'm just surprised that I've known you all these years and never knew what you liked. What are you doing?
I forgot my fucking phone in the car.
Christ. Wait! JUN tugs at my shirt, trying to get my attention. What are you guys talking about? My brain is completely fried by the sudden burst of data. Error, overheat. Hey! Motherfucker. I see, so that's what happened. It takes quite a bit of time God damn it! To both explain the situation and to get them to believe what I'm saying. Luckily for me, with JUN here to corroborate everything, it's a little easier to convince them.
I'm just happy to know that I don't associate myself with a degenerate.
Gah! I don't get it though. Why did we even have to hide? I mean, a lecture isn't really that bad.
A lecture isn't really the problem.
What do you mean? Keikun points to a sign on a far-off wall, with JUN's gaze following the direction he was pointing at. Let's see. Huh? Shuichi grabs the tiger from behind, covering his mouth to keep him from crying out in shock. On the sign, among many things, it says, any and all noises louder than regular chatter will be subject to a fine, starting at 6,000 yen. Shut your goddamn whore mouth. She'll be right back. She went to get her phone. Stop freaking the fuck out. Yeah. Why are you barking at me? You can see me. I am right here. Sissel's route and repeat. I tackle repeat every time it gets an update. Like, every time. I haven't done shit in that game that ain't available yet.
That was actually some good thinking, Rutherford, even if I disapprove of your methods.
Well, no one wants to lose money, and I figured JUN would have a harder time dealing with that than most. 6,000 yen? Wow, his eyes look so lifeless. Hey, JUN. Inside voices spoof. Thank you, chef. I appreciate your donation towards the Shut the Fuck Up Spoofy Fund. Well, at least he seems to have snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Why did you scream out like that when I called to you? That's because I was reading a horror comic. Don't tell me that you were so scared of that comic that you freaked out when I touched you. Well, bingo. Alright, take me to this comic you were reading. Why? I want to see what's so scary about it. But I'm actually a little curious about it too, now that you mention it.
Same here. I want to see what the fuss is all about.
Alright, fine. I'll show it to you guys. Reluctantly, JUN takes us all to the spot where he found the dreaded comic book. Except he keeps looking at the shelves instead of actually getting it. Come on, just point out which one it is and we'll check it out ourselves. Okay. Jun points to a small, thick comic book that has a black cover with a drawing of a blood spatter on the cover. Charming. Jun is a senior in school. The name's Arger. Let's see. He flips the book around. A series of grisly murders occurs in the small village of after the arrival of a woman who claims to be a seer. Warning: contains graphical depictions of murder, dismemberment, bloodletting, nudity, rape, torture, and infanticide? Pregnant? Jeez, what's something like this doing in a comic book section of a public library? Let me see this. Keikun snatches the book away from Shuichi's hand, quickly opening it and looking around. Aha! What is it? This book isn't stamped. So? All library books have a stamp marking them as library property. I bet some prankster put this here, thinking it'd be funny if a little kid read it and became traumatized. Well, Shuichi turns to look at Jun, who's hiding behind me, peeking at the book from behind my back. Can't say they didn't succeed. Good point. We should probably take it to the front desk to be disposed of. Or we could take it home and keep it. Seriously, you're stealing library books now. It's not stealing. Whoever left this here certainly didn't expect to see it again. What's the problem if someone who might enjoy it takes it home? You want me to tell everyone in school you read comics with graphical depictions of rape and murder? Yeah, let's bring it to the front desk. That was easier than I thought it'd be. We take it to the reception desk, where the same otter that we had been hiding from is scribbling away at a few notebooks. Honestly, how short-staffed is this place? Excuse me. Yes! Once we lock eyes, Otter scowls. Oh, it's you. You wouldn't happen to be the ones who were screaming inside the library a couple of minutes ago, would you? We've actually come to show you this. It was in the comics section, and it doesn't have a library stamp. Also, it's not exactly appropriate book to have in the reach of children. Keisuke hands him the accursed comic book, and yes, Keisuke, we can all tell that you wanted to keep it. No need to keep making that face. Gato reads the back of the book and begins to flip the pages. His face gets progressively wider as he continues reading to give it a cursory read. Then, just when we thought it couldn't get any wider, his face begins to turn red, seething with rage. You found this? In the library? Yes, in the comic book section. His face goes slack. With just a few words, it's as if I suddenly made his entire world collapse. He leans back in his chair, taking off his specs and rubbing the bridge of his nose with a long, exasperated sigh. Welcome back, again.
Welcome back.
I called the office and they said we should be able to park in the parking lot by tomorrow.
Nice. I thought so.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta wait for it to dry, right?
Yeah.
When I think he's about to punch something, his face suddenly relaxes. He takes off his specs and leans back on his chair, sighing. These damn kids think it's so funny to pull pranks like this. This has happened before? Yes, and it's the third time this month. This is actually one of the tamer ones, too. The first time they had some Western porn book in the children's book section. Clothes hanger. God damn it. What, are you serious? Western porn? Why not just call it porn? Is there any difference between the two? Well, that's because the Western stuff has... You mustn't! He's still too pure! The right answer here is to keep silent about it. Well, anyway, thank you for your help. I'm sorry for being uncouth earlier. Most of my colleagues called in sick today, and I'm overworked right now. I shouldn't have taken my temper out on you kids. Oh no, it's okay. We deserved it. We were being too loud. The otter smiles. Oh, by the way, what's that other book in your hands, boy? Only after he mentions it do I notice Keikun is holding a second book. I was hoping to check it out. Why do you even need to check out a book at a library? Your father could probably buy this whole damn place and everything in it. Yes, my father could. I think you forget the fact that the company belongs to him, not me. Plus, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I prefer renting books from the library because it helps them stay in business. He hands the book in his hands to the otter, who smiles as he receives it.
That's awful nice of you, Sonny. Let's see here. Red Rose Hotel. That's the advanced reading you have here. Very good taste, too.
I can see behind me. It's nothing. It's nothing is behind me. Rent? Red Rose's Hotel. It's English. It's a mystery book from 1944. I've read most of the author's books by now, but this one is his first work, and it's very hard to find nowadays. Wait, I'm surprised you didn't understand that. Don't you usually usually have good grades in English? Good grades in a test doesn't exactly mean you'll understand people talking in the language right in front of you. Maybe that's true.
No, can I see some ID, please?
Oh, sure. Keisuke hands him his ID card. The man starts inputting data on his computer. As soon as he rereads his name, though, he stops.
Ushihara? As in the Ushihara Corporation?
Yes, that's right. Shh. Whistles. Fuck.
Your friend wasn't joking when he said you could buy this whole building. I feel like I'm in the presence of royalty.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, boy, how long do you want to have this book out for?
1 month for now. Can I extend the time later if I don't finish it by then?
Sure, all we ask is a down payment of 50% if you plan on having it for more than 2 weeks. That'll be 900 yen.
Sure, 1 second. Keisuke fishes out 1,000 yen bill from his wallet and hands it to the otter, who gives him back the change.
Thank you. Enjoy your book.
Yeah, thanks. Keisuke turns to us, putting the book inside his bag. Okay, we can go now. We've been here for less than 15 minutes. I know, but I've got what I came here for. I don't care anymore. Plus, weren't you opposed to coming here in the first place? You should be celebrating. Yeah, but I like the air conditioning. You'll live. Come on, I still want to swing by the sports gear store. We didn't all get together just to follow His Majesty's script, you know. No, you all got together for a stupid cherry bloom. You all got together to go to a stupid cherry bloom at a park. If I'm gonna be forced to see that, you can at least accompany me to the 2 places I want to go. Damn it, fine. Well, I might as well buy a new pair of tennis shoes while we're there. My old ones are getting a bit worn. We both know you'll buy the exact same model of shoe again. How long will I be on today? I don't know. These streams usually go for an hour plus. I'm feeling pretty good, so it really just depends on when I run out of steam. Of course, my old ones are perfect in every way. Why change? Ooh, look at this swanky clothing store. After a bit of walking around, we eventually find a large store that sells all kinds of things we need. We all go in, everyone almost immediately separates as we go in. Keikun goes towards the tennis gear, Shuichi peruses the volleyball section, and JUN just walks around aimlessly. Since I'm not particularly fussy about what to buy, I just find the shoe I like, take it to the front of the counter, and I'm done in less than 3 minutes. Not like I'm buying a newer model any either way. I'm just buying the exact same as my last one because it's a bit spent. Unfortunately, the other 3 don't seem anywhere close to finishing up their business, or in the case of JUN, finish doing absolutely nothing. I don't want to just sit around and wait either, so I guess I'll just join up with one of them. Well, if we're going with the JUN route, damn it, if we're going with the JUN route, I know it doesn't really matter, but might as well go with JUN. JUN-kun. I find JUN perusing the tennis racket section. He keeps looking at all the different models that are in the display, his eyes filled with boundless curiosity. Well, thank you, noisy boy, and thank you to your friend. that's God, that I still it's still weird to me to think that like people talk to other people about my channel. Like I didn't think that I was at that point. Oh my God. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You forgot to put the clothes hanger on the door.
I did. I always forget.
Shoes.
Shoes.
Blap.
Are you still busy?
I'm still streaming, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just look like you have something important.
Oh no, I just wanted to tell you the story of the $5.
Ah,
Or I mean the $10.
well, don't worry. You'll be able to tell me when I'm done. I've already been going for 50 minutes now, so it probably won't be too much longer before I've run out of steam.
It's not even that interesting of a story. I just
It's just something. It's just something. It's just shooting the shit. Just a little chat shitting.
Being around you and loving you and talking with your face.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for sending me the link, Kitty Cat. I'm not a big YouTuber. I have 5,000 subscribers. That's nothing compared to PewDiePie's 68 million.
You're big to me.
Okay, don't say that on the internet. That can be misconstrued.
Oh, okay. I didn't think. I'm sorry. I just love you.
Well, thank you all very much. I appreciate that.
As soon as he notices me approaching, he gives me a beaming smile. Hey, Rutherford-san, what's the difference between all these rackets? Well, that's sudden. Why the interest? Well, my dad's a big fan of tennis, and now I have two friends who are big names in the world of tennis, so I thought I might as well learn a bit more about the sport. I don't really know anything about tennis. Well, I'm no expert on the subject. I'm pretty sure K-kun could give you a more thorough explanation of that, but to be fairly simplistic, different rackets can have different weights, shapes, sizes, and forms to accommodate different styles of play. For instance, mine was made custom for me. It has a heavier head side, a bigger head, and a longer neck. It's basically made for a power hitter to maximize the amount of energy that's transferred to the ball from the swing. Thank you, noisy boy. Fuck. I took my pill today, I swear. I know, because it's so big I gag on it. Boom. Oh, did I not read all of it? No, I did. Okay. Oh, and are there rackets for other types of players? Like rackets for people who want more precise shots, or rackets for people who want more spin? Yeah, as a matter of fact, KSK uses one designed to enhance spin. Although, considering the changes he's making to his playstyle recently, I wouldn't be surprised if he changed to a control one. I never really thought there'd be much complexity to a sport like tennis. Every sport has complexity if you try to really learn the details. Of course, not everyone does. Not even I have the patience to learn every little nuance of everything on the sport. I just memorize what's relevant for me and move on. What if you end up in a situation where you don't know what's happening? I mean, just because I have theoretical knowledge of what's going on doesn't mean I know how to deal with it. That's why I prefer to just let my body adapt on its own, you know, learn with practice. I thought you just like to slack off. Ooh. Oh, sonnicity, snap dog. Ugh. You can sometimes say the cruelest things without even realizing it. Oh yeah, we've got King of the Furries. I've got the furry crown here. Where does it say it? Boom, right there. I've got an updated crown for the holidays. It's got the Frankenstein look on it. So, we've got... I guess I shouldn't say holidays, it's really just holiday. Wow, this has got a blatant Nike logo on it. I just realized, right, okay, you can't see my mouse, that's good. Still, tennis rackets, huh? June stares longingly at the display, looking at all the different models that they have for sale. Why don't you try it? Huh? Try what? Tennis. I could give you a few lessons to get you started. Who knows, you might like it. No, I couldn't. I can't really play sports. Why not? Well, let's just say I have my reasons. Yeah, I regret asking this one. Yeah, sure. Hey, look at these cool basketball balls. Huh? Where? Luckily, he's at least easily distracted. 20 minutes later. Did everyone get what you were looking for? Yep. Yeah. I wasn't really looking for anything. Well, good. Then we're all done with shopping. Just in time, too. How about we head to the diner? Oh, good. I was starting to get really hungry. No wonder. It's almost 1 p.m. Plus, we've been walking around for a while. I wonder how full the diner must be right now. It's lunchtime on a Saturday. I think it's safe to assume the place will be packed. No problem. I texted Saya a while ago and asked her to save us a seat right around 1 p.m. But we have to get there soon. Don't want her to get in trouble with her bosses for it. You're craftier than I give you credit for, Rada. Glad you're finally taking note of my talents. Oh, please. Any 5-year-old with a cell phone could have done that. Could've, should've, would've, didn't. What?
Ow! The bone! The bone!
Can we please just hurry to the diner? I really don't like being outside in the crowd.
Oh God, not this again. Oh, good.
June's tail is lashing rapidly from one side to the other, and I can see him slowly walking over towards me. My arm is still recovering from the last death grip. Okay, people, hurry up. This is a matter of life or death.
Jesus.
The diner is completely packed, with the waitresses running around to try to serve all the customers in a timely manner. Running like a constipated wiener dog. No matter how hard I look, I can't find Saya or an empty seat. Wah! Damn, I knew it'd be full, but I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Ah, there you are! Saya shows up from behind a huge group of people and hurries to us. I've got to give it to her. She moves very gracefully among all these stacks of chairs.
Sorry, he's looking at dishes.
Oh, are they clean?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's why I'm like...
yo, Saya-chan, any luck saving us a table? Of course I got one. It's close to the back, though. It was the only way to keep new customers from taking it. Come on, follow me. Saya guides us through a giant labyrinth of chairs and people. Walking through this mess is a lot harder than she makes it seem. I almost tripped from someone's tail or feet or chair quite a number of times. It's hard to avoid bumping into others. We reach a small table for 4 right next to the entrance to the kitchen and are seated. Saya doesn't waste her time pulling out a notepad to take our order. Hello, masters. Thank you for joining us today. Sorry about the wait. Tee-hee. Do you guys know what you want to order? Okay, this was funny the first time and now it's gotten old already. Please don't do that. Agreed. Aw, I like it. It's weird to see Mizuguchi-san talking like that. It just doesn't fit the image I have of her in my mind. Saya's entire body relaxes and takes a deep sigh. Oh, Christ, thank God. My face is already tired from how this smiling. Do you guys know what you'll have? Please choose quickly, though my boss only let me hold the table empty for 15 minutes because I promised her I'd get you guys in and serve as fast as bunnily possible. Well, I guess since we don't have much time to be picky, I'll just go with a regular burger and fries.
Same here.
It's been a while since the last time I ate a good burger. Same for me. Oh, so much for originality. Give me a burger and fries, too. Alright, thanks for the help, guys. I'll come by to ask about the drinks when the burgers are close to coming out. Sure, thanks for saving us a table. You got it, be right back. Saya takes a few seconds to breathe in and turns her moe act back on, walking into the crowd and awaiting patrons. Well, I can't say she's not good at her job. Yep, I was expecting her to be a comically useless waitress, but she's actually very competent. Could do without the act, though. You mean you don't like the maids? That's so mean of you, master. Whoa! Jun suddenly tries to imitate the same cute act that Saya had been employing. Destructive power is off the charts. Whew, you're pretty good at this too, Jun-kun. Maybe you've got a talent for this job. You should definitely be a maid. What? But I'm a guy. Just imagine how cute he'd look in a maid costume. Wow, pervert! I'm sitting with a huge pervert! Oh, shut up! I'm just kidding. Really? You swear? Yes, I promise I'm not picturing you in a maid costume. I'm not admitting it. Okay. I totally am, though. It's too good to ignore. By the way, do any of you know when the Moon Festival is going to be held this year? June 15th. Why? My father and his usual eccentricity, he decided to buy a booth area for the year's festival and wants me to tend to it. Why would he do that? What the fuck? I told one of the female servants that one of my friends is also a maid at a cafe and somehow got reported to my father. And for some reason that's beyond me, he says I too should have an experience with customer service. To keep me humble, he said. That's not a bad idea, actually. The reasoning is all over the place, but it's not a bad idea. Sounds interesting enough. You think he'll actually go through with it? Who knows? My old man is weirder than Pee-wee German? Pee-wee German. I don't think that's it. That's definitely not it. Pee-wee German. He can't really be all that bad. Yes, I spilled water on myself. Jesus. He once bought a pair of mustache glasses and started wearing them around the house for a month. No reason for it. He just said he wanted to try a new style. Okay, so he's a bit peculiar. Nothing bad about that. If you say so. I just don't like getting involved with his crazy ideas. He makes the weirdest purchases and investments I've ever seen. Don't they always work, though? I've read a few magazine articles about him, and that said he'd buy stocks and investments no one else would because they were clearly failing, only for the market to turn around and for it to become hugely popular. Yeah, that actually happened. My father's business sense is scary, to say the least. I don't even question him on his purchases anymore, because somehow he always seems to be right. Maybe it's insider trading? I actually thought that too, but it wouldn't really make any sense. He's way too random for it to be that. Maybe he just acts weird to throw people off his track. If that's true, then he's a goddamned evil mastermind. Hey, Yudashihara, I just realized something. You never talked about your mother before. There's not much to talk about. She was a common woman who used to work in my father's company and got involved with him. When she got pregnant of me, he sent her away to take care of me by herself. His wife divorced him, and he didn't find a new one, so he ended up taking me in when I was little to inherit the company. Of course, that all means nothing if he has another son. In that case, I'd just be cast out as the new kid would inherit everything. Oh wow, that's awful! Your father actually told you he'd do that? Not really, but it was implicit. Plus, it's not like I care either way. I never wanted to take over his company in the first place. Well, he certainly seemed nonchalant about it. So I guess that's our thing now? We share stories about our fucked up households? Why don't you tell us...
I got one.
I got a few! We're almost out of trash bags.
Shit. Good thing I got that $10.
Hell yeah! Why don't you tell us yours then? I've never even heard you talk about your father. Did he skip out on you? How about we avoid the depressing conversations for now? This isn't exactly dinner table conversation. All I know about it is you basically raised your brother yourself, didn't you? Just ignoring me? Yeah, since my dad wasn't around, I took care of Aki whenever Mom wasn't home. Hey, don't you start ignoring me too. Sorry, Shuichi. I'm fine though. Honestly, it's not like it was a bad thing either. Aki and I are really close thanks to it. Ow, ow, ow. You mean to say you're super broken, right? What the fuck does that mean? Don't say that. Just hearing those words coming off your mouth makes me queasy. Sure. I haven't met my brother yet. Oh? What? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I haven't met your brother yet. I haven't met my brother yet. It's like, what the fuck? How? What the fuck situation? I haven't met your brother yet. Oh, Aki, you'd like him. Total opposite of this lazy bum. Nowadays, it's hard to tell which one is the older brother. Shut up, you can clearly tell I'm the oldest. Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure your brother takes after your mom. Super responsible and mature. I have a hard time believing he's a 12-year-old. Plus, Aki's hella cute. He's definitely gonna be a heartbreaker when he's older. God, I hope not. He's too nice for that. Says one of the nicest guys I've ever met, who's also broken more hearts than I've won. Well, what do you mean? Rutherford-san is a heartbreaker? Oh, that's right. I sometimes forget you're new. Rutherford-san doesn't know how to say no to people he's not familiar with. He's got this stupid desire to please strangers, and he's also pretty popular with the girls to boot. He's basically gets out by a girl, can't say no, dates her for a couple of weeks, slowly stops talking to her and answering her until she breaks up with him. Classic modus operandi. That's not... The frightening part is that he still gets girls confessing to him despite him having a reputation as a player. A very ill-gained one at that. I'm most certainly not a player. Not just girls either. He had a guy confess to him once last year. Whoa, did you go out with him too? What? No, of course not. I turned him down flat out. I actually saw the confession. You hesitated. Of course I hesitated. Didn't you get the memo? I can't say no to people. I have a strong urge to slap these two for laughing at me like this. What's up, June? Oh, it's just that sounds a little unfair. What do you mean? For the girls to confess to you, having you say yes to them should mean you feel the same. So if you accept their feelings, only to slowly cut off contact until they break up with you, sounds like you're dealing more damage than you would if you just said no. Ugh. I hadn't thought of it like that. That's because you never think things through. I told you multiple times you should start turning them down, but you don't listen. But at least it gives you something to think about. Yeah. God, what have I done? Hey guys, I'm back. Oh, Rutherford-san, what's wrong with your face? I was born with it. No, not that. You look upset. Did something happen? Well, Oh, no, wait. I don't have time to chat. We're packed up. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. I just came by to ask you about the drinks. What will you guys have? You guys suck. Again, sorry, but we're really busy right now. Anyway, drinks. You guys having them? Well, those burgers were hot, juicy burgers. Well, those burgers were actually pretty good. Even though the place was jam-packed, the kitchen still managed to get our food out in record time. I also need to give Saya props for how well she deals with everything. Her service is excellent, even when house is full. I told you before, the food here is excellent. That's why I come here so often. Sure, that's why. Mizuguchi-san should be out here any minute now, right? She hasn't shown up in the front of house for a while now. I think she's gone to the back to have her lunch and leave. Well, either way, we've already finished eating, so we shouldn't hold this table if we're not going to order anything anymore. That's true. Let's just pay the bill and wait out front. We vacate our table and make our way to the cashier table to make our payment. Make it up to you, Miki.
Don't worry about it so much, Saya-chan. You've come for me a bunch of times before, and I never did anything to thank you for it.
Saya's already here, and by the time we arrive, she spots us approaching and smiles at us.
Oh, hey guys, you about done?
Yeah, we were coming over to pay for the bill.
Oh, sure, Miki. Their table totaled 58.50. Alright, thanks, Chan. Whoa, you got our table memorized? I have all the tables memorized. I'm excellent at my job, after all.
Saya has great memory, so it's no wonder. Let me handle payment. You guys just pay me back later. Shoichi walks up to the cashier and starts chatting with her.
So, what do you guys have planned for today? I canceled the shift for it, so it better be good.
Shoichi didn't tell you? We're going to the park to watch the cherry blossoms.
Oh, flower seeing. How romantic. It'd be a lot better if we made a picnic, though.
Sure, eat whilst a bunch of flower petals fall on your food and drinks. Talk about romantic.
Puh-puh! You're such a spoil sport, Kei-chan.
Don't call me Kei-chan.
Anyway, I like it. It sounds like it'll be fun.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, shut up. You're dead inside anyway.
Yeah. Jeez, I'm not even allowed to have an opinion anymore. Okay, all done. Y'all guys ready to go?
Yep, lead the way.
Alright. My throat is starting to hurt, and I think I'm just about done. So, I think this has been a pretty good stream, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Say we've gotten pretty far. We've streamed for an hour and 12 minutes. I think we've done quite a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream and the episode here. So thank you all very much for being here with me today. You guys have been great. You guys have been very nice today. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your patience. Thank you very much for talking with me and being here with me today. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional speaker for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone. Oh, I wouldn't say an all and all bye-bye and all. And, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Aw, much love. Aw, it's lovely.